Alright guys, we have a pretty substantial off week this week. Data mines have just come in obviously, and we are getting a fair amount of content. We have the Ultra Kid Boot Platinum. We also have Red transforming Gotenks as Zenkai. We have the free-to-play Trunks coming in. We just have a bunch of stuff this week, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. We'll start off with the Gotenks Zenkai. This is one of the few units that has a timed transformation. Well, the other one that comes to the top of my head is the yellow Kaio, or the yellow Super Saiyan Blue into Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku from the Universe 6 and 7 fight. But let's see what they give him. I remember he nullified endurance off of like green card or something. I can't really recall what they said in the reveals or the legends information. But because he's a transforming character, he's gonna have some insane stats. He is a melee type, keep that in mind. Let's go see the max stats. Remember, we have to take off 13,000 to account for Arts Boost. Oh yeah, okay. He is sitting at 267 strike attack and then 256 blast attack, so obviously a very one-dimensional character. His melee is a lot greater than his blast, and that checks out because both the Boo Saga team, which Ultra Boo is on, both Boos, is melee type, as well as Hybrid Saiyans with the Blue Revival Gohan. Defense is also pretty good as well. He's at, what is that, 288, 289 strike defense. And then 280 blast defense. He does hold 2 normal strike cards. He is on pretty good teams. He's on Hybrid Saiyans, he's on Fusion Warriors, as well as Boo Saga. Pretty good. Normal strike, no blast armor. Blast is also normal. This is a ranged blue card. It does massive damage on impact. And then on activation, sub count -2. Hybrid Saiyans already has a lot of sub count manipulation, so this just adds on to that. And on hit, enemy damage received plus 20%. Inflict enemy with paralysis 30%. And then prevent all enemies switching for 3 counts. Let me just... Did he have that already? Or is that something new that they're giving him? Blue card. Of course, dude. The paralysis is new as well as the no switching. Oops. Yeah, those are all new, which is annoying. And then the major actually goes up to massive. The original blue card had 20% strike damage received, but this one just has all enemy damage received, and the sub count manipulation is new as well. So pretty significant overhaul to the blue card. Green card is Arrogant Conviction. Looks like a stop time. He gets a blue card, which is new. Health 10% is the same. 50 key is new, and then... Oh wait, am I looking at... Yeah, 50 key and then 20% damage. That is the same. Pretty good so far. Main ability. He transforms into Super Saiyan 3 for 40 timer counts. He draws a green card and he gets 50 key, no healing, and this only takes 5 counts to open up or unlock, I guess. Zenkai ability should be, I think, did they say it was gonna be Boo Saga? I believe so, because oh yeah, that's right, because this is the first Zenkai character that they have ever switched or upgraded their Z ability to match with their Zenkai ability. This is actually huge news because a lot of these older Zenkai characters have that problem where the tag that their Zenkai thing doesn't really match their Z ability. If we just, I'm just looking at the Zenkai list right now. We go down to some of these older ones. Let's go to Sparking. Okay, so some of the older Zenkais that have this problem would be, trying to think off the top of my head. The yellow Super Vegeta, I know he He's Zenkai buff Saiyans, but he's the ability buff Super Saiyans, so there's some mismatch there. The blue Bardock that gives those insane crit buffs is also the same deal. He's Zenkai buff Saiyans, but he's the ability buff Super Saiyans. The yellow Super Saiyan 2 Goku. He's Zenkai buffs Yellow Boo Saga, but his Z ability is for yellow only. That's just the tip of the iceberg, really. There's so many more of these characters that could have greatly benefited from having an updated Z ability to match. But now that they're doing it, it actually does kind of set a precedent that they're willing to do this some more on these future releases. So, yeah, all the Dragon Ball characters, the like Dragon Ball Saga, they had that issue, especially with launch, and they didn't buff Z ability buff Dragon Ball Saga, but not Dragon Ball, which is different. So yeah, a lot of these units could definitely benefit, but now that they're doing it, that's pretty good. Check the starter ability. One issue that these recent Zenkais have been having is that they really don't have the best defense. And that's mainly because the devs are not giving them enough damage guard. The Tamagami number 3 that just Zenkai got the same amount of damage guard as the green Revival Ultra Instinct Goku that they Zenkai'd from the 7th anniversary. Daima Red Goku did not have enough damage guard. Super Baby 2 did not have enough damage guards. Super Vegeta, I would say, kinda did, because he had a lot of healing. And he doesn't really have any defensive utility that requires him to have a lot of damage guard, but Baby and Tamagami 3 definitely did. And they were lowballed on that, so... Okay, 180% damage guard, that's pretty good. 20% more than they've been doing for these Zenkai units, but keep in mind, this guy is a transforming character, so I think he has some leeway with him, the amount of damage guard. The 180 is definitely a lot better. A lot better. 200% damage, that's alright. Here cover 50% and then draw speed, that's pretty good. Astonishing Fusion Power. On battlefield entry, draw a card of hand that's 3 or fewer, 30 key, 30% damage, and then strike arts cost minus 5 for 15 counts. So you can, depending on the amount of sub count manipulation he gets for himself, you could probably stack some of those a few times. Or not few, you can stack like 2 of those a couple of times if you automatically switch out. Overflowing Confidence on Strike and Blast Arts hit. Strike Arts damage plus 20%, and then he gets Cardinal 5 counts once. That's pretty on hit, huh? Sure. Activation resets on Switch. Enemy key minus 15, and the enemy strike damage received plus 20%. So he's stacking damage. He gets Cardinal on hit, landing on hit. Sure, I guess. Gotta be careful. I don't really mind them giving limited cover null, but on entry it feels pretty guaranteed that they should have it on either using a card or entering the battlefield. So that's a little iffy. That means the enemy can cover change against you before you even land a hit. So gotta be wary of that. On cover change, he gets additional 20% damage guard for 15 counts, destroys an enemy card, and enemy key minus 20. That's pretty good disrupt. The additional damage guard, that brings him up to 200% for the next 15 counts, which is also probably stackable if you have the correct timing. Bring him up to 220. Not bad. And then enemy key minus 20 is kind of whatever, and then the card destruction is kind of whatever, because there's so many easy ways to bypass it, but it's better than nothing. When defeated, oh, he gives support buffs. Ally health 20%, ally damage 20%, uncancelable. Dragon Ball minus 2 to enemies, and the seal enemy greens and blues. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. Yeah, so he gives death buffs. So if we're taking a look at his 2 main teams, his main team right now, probably going to be running him on hybrids. Would you rather replace Future Gohan or the 40th anniversary? Probably 40th anniversary, just for typing. But even then, double red probably isn't the move, but future Gohan isn't really all of that either. And then the 40th anniversary Gohan is giving 20%. He's giving like like healing. He's giving damage support. He's giving damage guard support. So double red might be the move. But yeah, that's just giving you more support and everything. It's Dragon Ball manipulation, and yeah, that's pretty good. Uh, okay, after transformation, keep in mind, again, remove 13,000 to account for Arts boost, but his damage should be insane. Okay, that is that 320,000 strike attack, and then what 308 blast attack, and then 211, 211, and then 201. Those are stats, man. Are those the highest stats in the game? Hold on. I mean, who else would have stats like that? Let's check Blue Namek Goku. Because I know he had pretty significantly high stats. Legends Limited. There he is. I mean, those are stats. Yeah, I mean, that's on par with Namek Goku, and he was known to have some of the best stats as a transforming character. What are the transforming characters? This guy? He is a defense type, though, so keep in mind. 323, nowhere even close. Majin Vegeta. Yeah, not... Wait, did I transform? Yeah, I did. Not even close. Who else is transforming? That, I guess this counts as a transformation? Nowhere close. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Those are stats of all time. Jeez. Red. Awake. Oh. Awakenable. Yeah, that's pretty good. And that's an understatement. Good defenses. With those defenses at 180% guard, he should be able to tank pretty well. Strike is once again normal, blast is normal, and then still a range blue card. Flicks. Are we serious? Before transformation, he gets paralysis procs. After transformation, he gets faint procs. Are we... Okay, man. And then green. Draws a blue. Looks all the same, except the damage is up, isn't it? 25%? Yeah. And then he gets blue card damage? Did I see that correctly? Yeah. Okay, this guy is looking really annoying. Now I know why Buhan has the faint, or the what was it, like the faint and immobilized debuff nullification. He's immune to those. Let's see, destroy 2 cards, then draw 1 each of Strike and Special Arts. Key plus 50, damage plus 40%, damage guard plus 40%, draw speed plus 1, and gradually restore health. Yeah, that's something. Jeez. So that giving him more damage guard. 40. He's getting 200. What is that? So 180 plus 20. Wait. He's at 180 base. Then he gets 20 for cover changing. Here, and then he gets an additional. So that's 240 now. Health restoration's nice, and then defensive and neutral. All of these being uncancelable. Oh, on battle entry, he draws a card, gets 30 key, and nullifies endurance. On cover change, he destroys a card and an enemy key minus 30, and after cover change ends, he gets damage, and then ally side count minus 2. On strike and blast arts, hit strike damage plus 20%, nullify special cover change. So once again, cover null and landing a card. Enemy key minus 20 and enemy damage received plus 20%. He has like a 50% disrupt that a lot of these units have been having. He's getting HP, he's destroying cards, and then enemy side count plus 2. Pretty good. Not very potent, but it's decent. When on battlefield, an enemy... Oh, okay. When enemy activates Ultimate or Rising Rush, he's healing his allies, he's reducing sub count, and he's removing buff effects. That's pretty good. He looks like a powerhouse. So let's just look. He has a lot of stats and numbers. So he starts off with, let's start with damage first. He starts off at 200% damage. He's 200% damage. And then he gets 30% damage when entering the battlefield. That's 230. He's stacking damage here and stacking enemy strike damage received, but that doesn't count. That's on death buff, so that doesn't count. And then after transformation, so we're at 230 right now. He goes up to 270. 270, 350. 350, is that it? Yeah, that's pretty good. 350% damage. And then for damage guard, he starts up at 180, gets 20% on cover changes to 200, and then 240. 240, and then he's at 280% damage. Okay, it looks like they're learning. They're learning. That's insane, honestly. So after transforming, you just want to pop this right away, just to get all these permanent damage procs and buffs. He's actually getting 2 times card draw speed, which we don't see really often anymore. But yeah, he looks really good. He's gonna be really annoying. Endurance nullification, faint procs, paralysis procs. That's something. Okay, yeah, he looks good. He looks good. Finally, it looks like they're turning stuff around with Zenkai's, because he looks vastly better than Tamagami 3. And it's not even close. Oh, let's go ahead and look at the new free-to-play character. He is Trunks. Super Saiyan Trunks. He is green range type. I don't have any expectations for this character. All these free-to-play characters have been pretty bad. Yeah, 234 strike attack, and then 253 blast attack. On top of 171 and 172 strike and blast defense respectively. Holds regular blast cards, pretty much same teams as Gotenks, except he is on Vegeta Clan. Normal strike, normal blast. Blue card is ranged. This is a copy of the old green Super Saiyan Trunks, so this is a ranged blue card. He's getting 30 key on activation. Special move damage 50%, and ally side count -2 only. Why is that limited to twice? That doesn't make sense, but sure. On hit, draws a green card 1 time. Destroy 3 enemy cards, and enemy key -50. That's pretty good. Green card is a stop time. He gets a blast card. He gets 10% HP, 50 key, blast damage plus 20%. Gets cover null for 3 counts. Wow. So generous there. Cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. That's pretty good, just to deal with card cost up. Main ability, draws a blue card, 20% HP, 50 key, blue card damage plus 50%, remove all art seals, that's pretty good. 1 takes 15 counts to elapse, and his Z ability is blast attack and defense, Debut Saga, event exclusive, and Hyper Saiyan for standard. Starter ability, 240% damage, 190% damage guard, not good, 50% key recovery, draw speed. And if he has another ally battle member that is Buu Saga, event exclusive for Hyper Saiyan, 40% damage and damage guard 10%. That's pretty good. It's not like you're running him on a leader slot of anything, so he's going to be sitting at 280% damage and then 200% damage guard. On battlefield entry, he gets a blast card, 20 key, and then all enemy arts cost plus 10 for 10 counts. That's pretty good. On striker blast arts use, he gets 10% damage 5 times, so up to 50% damage. Blue card damage 10% 5 times. Special move arts cost -4 5 times. Ally set counts -1 3 times. And that all resets on Switch. I guess only the sub count resets on Switch. On strike or blast arts hit, he gets blast damage 15%. He gets cover null For 3 counts, wow. Uh, and that resets on the switch. Return to standby, giving key is pretty good. And he's buffing his boost Algo event exclusive and hybrid Saiyan's allies with 5% HP and 30% damage. While not defeated, enemy activates blue card, ultimate, or awaken arts. He is getting 10% HP. A 50% damage card and cancel attribute, attribute upgrades. That seems okay. Nothing really crazy. I wouldn't say it's gonna be core, but maybe he has some use just for support wise. He doesn't look as bad as some of these, but again, you're not really gonna be seeing this guy anywhere in high ranks. But sure. Let's go ahead and move on to the main point of this update, which is the Kid Buu Platinum equipment. Let me just scroll and make sure there's nothing else. We shouldn't be getting any co-op equipment. Yep. We shouldn't be getting a new Awakened equipment either because USTR is not awakened. There's the Kid Buu Plat. Let's just keep scrolling just to make sure. Yeah, that's from last week. Alright, they needed... Honestly, I would be fine with them just buffing the numbers on Kid Buu because, I mean, he has an AoE green, he has endurance nullification, he has a lock-in blue, he has 2x card trust speed, he has buff removal, he has endurance, he has so many of these annoying... Did I pass it? Yeah, I passed it. But yeah, he has a very annoying kit. So let's go ahead and see. This is, once again, for Majin Buu. When did he release? He released like half a year, like a third of the year after Ultra Gogeta Blue, and he was a monster. What's the closest Ultra to that time that has already gotten the Platinum equipment? Let's see. It would be Rose. Okay, but he got his Platinum equipment last year. Let me just open this up, see how much it gave. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. He's getting 30% HP, 60% base-wide stats, 200% inflicted damage, and 200% damage card. Okay, man. That's pretty good, if I do say so myself. Unique gauge charge rate plus 50%, and that Battlestar unique gauge 100%. And on battlefield entry, the following effects occur: draw one card if hand has 3 or fewer, and 50 key. And his slot 4, which is unlockable at 7 stars, he gets a green card twice. And then while unique gauge is full, the following effects occur: 70% damage, and then defensive neutral. Okay, so if you guys don't recall how his gauge works, it charges up. It is a time-based unique gauge, and once it charges up, he gets 2x card draw speed. He gets a bunch of... Let me just see. It's been a while. Let's see. Where is his gauge? He has a strike cover change. Yep. Where? He gets... Where is it? Oh, here. When the gauge is full, he gets 30% damage. He reduces damage by 10%, -5 to arts cost, and then increased arts cost by 1 level, so he gets card draw speed. So he already has base card draw speed, and then he gets an additional one on top of that. Yeah, I mean, getting charge rate, I did not expect them to do that. And then he gets 100% off rip, and he gets 2 AoE greens for free on entering the battlefield. Oh my god, man. And those AoE greens draw blues, don't they, if it's a full gauge? Yeah, it's a full gauge, and there's no limit on that. And it's giving him 10 counts of cover null. Yeah, so remember, this guy does not have any kind of base cover null. He only gets it off of the green card, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be the case. And then if he's last man standing, he gets permanent endurance nullification as well. He looks insane. He looks insane. 200% damage and guard. He gets 70% reduced damage received on when his gauge is full, and then 60% when it's not, just base. So 260 or 270%. Or that doesn't scale the same, but you guys get the point. And then damage, he starts off with 110%. And then he's getting 200 from here, 310%. And then when the gauge is full, he goes up to 340, and he's stacking damage. Yeah, this guy looks like a monster. And he also, on top of that, got 60% base fight stats as well. He looks really, really good. He is going to be so annoying, but yeah. He looks pretty good. Jesus. Okay. We can go ahead and move on to... I think that's all the in-game content. We can go ahead and move on to data mines. Once again, shout out Hydros. Yeah. So, we have a new sale coming in. This seems like it's a $3 bot again, which is very high value. I don't know what this is. This looks old. I'm not really sure why this is in, but yeah, this is old because available until September 13th. I don't know why this is in the data mines again. We're getting closer. We are 4 days away from the World Championship. I don't really care about it, but they did say they're going to be announcing a big update, so we'll see. We have the rush battle for this Gotenks. Oh boy, we have the 20. What is this? Like this. Is this the $24 pack or is this the $70 pack? Or the $80 pack? Yeah. Not worth it. It's a scam, low-key. We have the new Shrunks coming out. We have the Platinum equip. New PvP message. I think I went too far. There we go, okay. Yeah. Ultra Janemba's coming back, Ultra Kadbu and Ultra Rosé are also coming back, and that seems to be it. Yeah, pretty good update. We have a lot of content. We have the Zenkai, we have the Platinum equipment, we have... what was the last one? We have the new free-to-play character, I guess. Pretty decent off week. This 2-week celebration is looking to be really good. It already started off with a bang last week, but now it's even better. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited to face AoE after AoE green card? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.